Welcome, you guys. So I had this this image of someone trying to stay extremely composed as they were taking on a new identity, and they were so full of all these incompatible ideologies and did a lot of work to keep it hidden. But eventually they just exploded. And it's like instead of seeing, the well put together person you saw who seemed to always say and do the right thing at the right time and just seemed to be pretty normal, you saw the reality of their truth. So I'm picking up that someone has been, utilizing a lot of their energy to try to appear as if they are. I'm trying to find a way to describe it. To appear as if they are not, experiencing any life problems. They're trying to appear as if they're, managing things well. Now, I'm going to be honest. We're all all experiencing a stressful time together. Even the most healthy, strongest people, they even have moments where they're just like, "Oh my gosh, God, help me get a break." Even healthy people are starting to understand, I need to express this boundary, because if I don't express this boundary, I'll build up a dam of irritation, unprocessed irritation, and I could definitely not, express myself clearly. A lot of times when we don't express ourselves clearly, individuals who are always looking for a way to sabotage someone, this is when they create unnecessary hardship off of a misunderstanding and try to embarrass you and guilt and shame you to keep this cycle going. Okay? So, but I'm picking up on a person who just, they try to, okay, like someone, let's say, who got brainwashed by television. They could like cooking. They could like baseball. They could like uh, car maintenance, and they may feel that this is how a chef acts, and all these beliefs just keep restricting them to the point where they feel they have to hide, and they feel like the intimacy they want to share with someone is like, hey, this is me, I like to cook. It's like I'm picking up on someone who feels like they want to share intimacy with someone, but it's like they don't exactly know how to express intimacy. So I'm picking up on someone. I'm picking up on multiple multiple energies involved in a situation. I'm picking up on a person who's learning to express their intimacy openly, authentically, and I'm picking up on another person who is trying to take on this authentic energy, and it's so much pressure, and they're ready to explode, and they explode. And I guess what I'm picking up here is the person who has just had an explosion because they aren't being themselves. They want the person who is being themselves unapologetically to feel the pain that they feel. So this is where we're being asked to realize it's not our responsibility to soothe, say, a grown-ass person. All right? We're in a time now where a lot of adults who are emotionally immature and have very toxic communication styles, you know, Also, I described earlier a single white female. Well, single white female, it is a psychological terminology in the criminal world. That's what I described, a single white female who just lost their shit because who they're emulating wants nothing to do with them. Okay? And it's also going to be masculines and single white female energy as well. But this is just making me aware. It's important for us to know who we are. Who we are can help us establish healthy boundaries. Okay? This means, if we have different personality types and I'm expecting you to conform to what makes me comfortable, this means I'm going to be expecting you to bend over backwards by any means necessary when I want convenience. I'm picking up on single white female energy that's seeking convenience and emotional support. And this can get you off balance. This can get you off balance. Because emotionally, you might feel like when you're emotionally soothing an individual who's in single white female energy, who's seeking convenience and emotional support, more than likely they're emotionally going to be all over the place, also be emotionally manipulative. And this right here is going to have your emotions up and down. This is why it's not good to invest into friendships with jealous, envious females or jealous, envious males who are not comfortable with their feminine side, okay? Yes, to maintain stability, inner stability and external stability, it's important for you to speak clearly with people who are emotionally erratic and going above and beyond to hide it. Because if I'm selfish enough to try to impose my emotional insanity on another, this says here, I don't have your best interest at heart. And if I'm doing my very best to act as if, that's not what my intention is, to sabotage you, but it is, this right here is something we need to be aware of, okay? So what I had described earlier was a single white female seeking what's the word? I said it. Conveniency and emotional support just exploding because they just basically, this is their subconsciously, this is their mind, body, and soul telling them what we're doing is not working right now. What we're doing is not working. We need to find another way. And if I try to tell you this nicely, you're not listening. So if we have to, have a blow-up moment to get your attention. When I say the body's smart and it subconsciously lets us gets our attention, you can imagine after people get like a health scare, they start becoming more healthier, right? Well, this is kind of like, describing someone who's been practicing single white female shit, conveniency seeking and emotional support seeking, willing to not respect people's boundaries, having a awareness that like, yo, I need to discover who I am. Sometimes divine interventions happen in interesting ways. It's important for us to understand that we're all talented, and a lot of us have had trauma where we have dealt with people who have told us, don't express your talents, and if you have a talent that is going to, take you places I can't go with you, I'm going to try to get you to stop doing this talent. When you understand that, we have dream killers out here, you start to become aware of who you speak to and how you speak to. And if you must speak to someone who's a dream killer, you have to be mindful of the way you speak to them. Dream killers like to use a lot of emotional manipulation. So dream killers are discovering that they're around other dream killers. And when dream killers pick up on a dream killer trying to go after their dreams, they'll attack them, defamation of character, gossip. They'll do this by basically making sure they understand what's going on in their romantic life. And this is how people can, generationally impact your family. If you tell people the intimate details of your sex life, this is how they'll go in to see how to break up relationships with you and your children. Females will try to, you know what females do. And males will try to, financially impact individuals, toxic masculines anyway. And also, there's so much betrayal taking place that it's more so all of the gossip is meant to have someone be so focused on what did such and such say about me. Oh my gosh. So what I'm picking up here is, remember when I described to you, I'm a single white female seeking emotional support who was seeking conveniency and treating people like conveniency. What I didn't say was they're getting treated like conveniency. They wanted to go their own way, and the people that they supported, they don't want to support them anymore. So they're starting to see how betrayal works. So what this is telling me is there's literally no one can copy you. No one can do you like you. You're one of a kind. Because this message is basically, the cards is telling me, like literally, someone who is a single white female energy who treats people like conveniency energetically. It's very hard to get rid of them. It's like they just come by whenever they want something and shit. They're starting to understand why you don't treat people like that. You know how much distrust one gains after having people treat them like convenience and just take from them, and then to have the audacity to think that if they repeat this cycle with another, this will make them feel better. People like that are starting to see nobody's gonna make time for them. We're getting too old to be wasting our time trying to trick and deceive people. So, if you're the energy that's discovering how your intimacy likes to express itself, keep those firm boundaries with individuals who want to know your intimate details about your life, who are in single white female energy and want to treat you like an emotional dump site. Literally realize they're just showing you how they truly feel about themselves. This is also a message to help you forgive those who are in that energy of trying to take from you and trying to be covert about it, okay? I hope this helped you guys.